It's the Potus time, and here he is.
So, the least racist person that you've ever seen. The least. I am the least racist person that you've ever met, believe me. To say, is Donald Trump a racist? I am the least racist person that you've ever looked at, believe me. The least racist person. The least racist person that you have ever met. I am the least racist person. I'm the least racist person that you've ever met. So many of my friends who are black, they say, you are the least racist person. But no, I am the least racist person that you have ever talked to. I am the least racist person you've ever met. They had a very big failure with swine flu, a very big failure. I think it's very clear, that there are people in your profession that write fake news. You do, she does. There are people in your profession that write fake news. They would love to see me for whatever reason, because we've done one hell of a job. Nobody's done the job that we've done. And it's lucky that you have this group here right now for this problem, or you wouldn't even have a country left. Okay, go ahead, Nick. I would tell parents and teachers that you should, no, I don't take responsibility at all, because...
How many deaths are acceptable?
Yeah. How many? None. Okay, how many deaths are acceptable to me? None. And what we've done is redesigned it very quickly with the help of the people behind me, and we're now in very, very strong shape. I think we'll be announcing, as I said, Sunday night, and this will start very quickly, and we're getting, I said before, exponentially better. Every day it's going up substantially. We have an incredible apparatus built now. But no, I don't want to test 350 million people. The next 8 weeks are critical. We can learn, and we will turn a corner on this virus. We have tested by far more than anybody. We're testing more than anybody right now. There's nobody even close. And our tests are the best tests. They're the most accurate tests. So it's really good. By the way, while I'm on it, I also spoke with Prime Minister Abe of Japan last night, and I congratulated him on a wise choice. I think it's going to be a fantastic Olympics 2021. I think it's going to be a fantastic Olympics. It was the absolute right decision to delay it for a full year and now have a full, beautiful Olympics. It's going to be very important, because it's probably the first time, maybe ever, or certainly in a long time, that it was on a odd year. It's always on an even year, they tell me. But he's going to have a fantastic success, and now they'll have even more time. He didn't need any more time. Everything was perfectly ready. What a job they've done. But Japan, I want to congratulate Japan, the IOC, and Prime Minister Abe on a great decision. I think it's going to be a fantastic Olympics. I told him I'll be there. I'll be there. And I know people that like the Confederate flag, and they're not thinking about slavery. So that's it. All right, maybe one more, Steve. Go ahead.
When you have this G20 meeting tomorrow, what sort of coordinated response are you expecting?
Coordinated. We're going to have a meeting with the 20 nations total, including us, and there'll be it'll be a conference call tomorrow morning sometime. I look forward to people I know I like. I think in every instance I like every one of them. But it'll be an interesting call. You'll be the first to know. And we'll be changing a lot of the rules, regulations for future, should this happen in the future, which we hope it never does. But it will, I guess, somewhere out there. There's some bad ones over the years, and I guess that'll continue to an extent. But we hope it never happens, but we're going to be changing a lot of the old rules and specifications and regulations. We're also doing some very large testings throughout the country. I told you yesterday that in South Korea, and this is not a knock in any way, because I just spoke with President Moon. We had a very good conversation about numerous other things, but they've done a very good job in testing. But we now are doing more testing than anybody by far. We do more in 8 days than they do in 8 weeks, and we go up on a daily basis exponentially.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, we'll practice that.
Okay, I like that. That's good. But I think, well, I think all are suggesting if you want to wear a mask, you wear it. I bring one, I have one, I've worn it. I believe in it. Let's see, do I? I do. I have it, and if you know, in certain instances, as of right now and yesterday, anybody that needs a test, that's the important thing, and the tests are all perfect. Like the letter was perfect, the transcription was perfect, right? This was not as perfect as that, but pretty good. I believe today you broke the 150 mark for the virus. We have 150 countries, over 150 countries where you have this virus. And nobody would ever believe a thing like that's possible. Nobody could have ever seen something like this coming. But now we know, and we know it can happen and happen again. And if it does, somebody's going to be very well prepared because of what we've learned and how we've done. It's been incredible how we've done. Remember, there's more tests than anybody by far. And if you look at the chart of deaths, deaths are way down. I have had so many people, and they want to practice social distancing, and they want to practice no handshaking, no handshaking. They're not going to walk around hugging and kissing each other in the office when they come back, even though they may feel like it. They're going to wash their hands more than they've ever done. They're going to do all the things you're supposed to do. But Steve, you know what? It's time. People want to get back to work.
Why are African Americans still dying at the hands of law enforcement in this country?
And so are white people. So are white people. What a terrible question to ask. So are white people. More white people, by the way. More white people. I have had so many people, and they want to practice social distancing, and they want to practice no handshaking. No handshaking. They're not going to walk around hugging and kissing each other in the office when they come back. On this virus, some of the doctors say it will wash through, it will flow through. Interesting terms. But the country wants to get back to work. Our country was built to get back to work. We don't have a country where they say, hey, let's close it down for 2 years. We can't do that. It's not our country.
Well, doctors have said you might have it even if you don't have symptoms. Are you being selfish by not getting tested and potentially
Well, I didn't say I wasn't going to be tested.
Are you going to be?
Most likely, yeah. Most
When do you
likely.
think
Not for
that'll
that
happen?
reason, but because I think I will do it anyway. Because we've done one hell of a job. Nobody's done the job that we've done.
What do you make of that?
Well, I just think it's a nasty question. I've done more for black Americans than anybody, with the possible exception of Abraham Lincoln. Nobody has even been close. We sent, over the last day, 4,000 ventilators to New York. And I spoke with the governor about that. He was happy. I spoke with the mayor also about that. Mayor de Blasio, he was very happy. It's hard not to be happy with the job we're doing, that I can tell you. Children and parents are dying from that trauma too. They're dying because they can't do what they're doing. Okay, go ahead.
Mr. President, two questions. The first one, once you sign the $2 trillion package, how soon or how rapidly do you expect to see
Who are you with?
I'm with CBN. And my second question is, we are hearing you are pushing for April 6th to have direct payments issued to taxpayers. Is that the target date?
I think it's
Again, I would say our expectation is within 3 weeks, we will have direct payments out where we have depository information, and we're looking to get a lot more information, and we have procedures to do that. So 3 weeks for that, and I would say the end of next week, we want all the banks to be able to originate loans same day.
common sense measured. A lot of it's common sense.
Mr. President, you tweeted earlier linking the closing of the country to your election success in November. Is this Easter timeline based on your political interests?
What do you mean by my election success? No.
You tweeted, you said that the media wants the country to remain closed to hurt your odds
No, I
of
think
being
the media,
reelected.
yeah, no, the media would like to see me do poorly in the election. I think
Lawmakers and economists on both sides of the aisle have said that reopening the country by Easter is not a good idea. What is that plan based on?
Just so you understand. Are you ready? I think there are certain people that would like it not to open so quickly. I think there are certain people that would like it to do financially poorly because they think that would be very good as far as defeating me at the polls. $27 billion to build up the strategic national stockpile with critical supplies including masks, respirators, pharmaceuticals, and everything you can imagine, because it was very depleted, like our military was depleted. Now we have a brand new military. Never had a military like this. We have equipment either coming or it's already come. For the most part, it's already come, but we have a lot of things that will soon be coming. Planes, missiles, rockets, lots of things. But the stockpile was very depleted, like everything else. I just think it's freedom of speech, whether it's Confederate flags or Black Lives Matter or anything else you want to talk about. It's freedom of speech. I encourage the House to pass this vital legislation and send the bill to my desk for signature without delay. I will sign it immediately. We will have a signing, and it'll be a great signing and a great day for the American worker and for American families, and frankly for American companies, some of which were having the best years they've ever had these last few years, and then a little bit less than a month ago they went into a position that they haven't seen because of the hidden enemy, the virus. And let me tell you, some of the people that took the biggest advantage of us are allies. You know, we talk about allies. They took advantage of us in many ways, but financially as well as even militarily. When you look, America continues to gain ground in the war lines and making the sacrifices required to overcome this terrible threat. More aggressively, we commit to social distancing. So important. Social distancing, such an important phrase. And we do it right now. The more lives we can save, and the sooner we can eventually get people back to work, back to school, and back to normal. I think it's very clear that there are people in your profession that write fake news. You do. She does. There are people in your profession that write fake news. In other words, you couldn't go there if you wanted to. If I wanted to go there tonight to look at Romeo and Juliet, I'd love to see Romeo and Juliet tonight, right? You know what would happen? They say, sorry, 250 people or 50 people, whatever it might be down to. Go ahead. More aggressively, we commit to social distancing. So important. Social distancing, such an important phrase. And we do it right now. And the tests are beautiful. It will go away, just stay calm, it will go away. Bottom line, it's going to get worse. It will go away, just stay calm, it will go away. Bottom line, it's going to get worse. It will go away, just stay calm, it will go away. Bottom line, it's going to get worse. We have 150 countries, over 150 countries where you have this virus. And nobody would ever believe a thing like that's possible. Nobody could have ever seen something like this coming. It will go away, just stay calm, it will go away. They're all playing games against us, okay? They've been playing games against us for years, and no president has ever done anything about it. The price of oil went down quite a bit, so we're going to fill it up. It's a good time to fill it up. But we've been treated very, very unfairly by the European Union. They wouldn't pay. And we were paying for everybody. We're paying now, because of me, they're paying a lot. Because we've done one hell of a job. Nobody's done the job that we've done. And it's lucky that you have this group here right now for this problem, or you wouldn't even have a country left. Okay, go ahead. We commit to social distancing.
I said, please don't be too nice. Like when you guys put somebody in the car and you're protecting their head, you know, the way you put their hand over. Like, don't hit their head, and they've just killed somebody, don't hit their head. I said, you can take the hand away, okay?
A lot of this money goes to jobs, jobs, jobs. And families. We want them to use the money for the companies and the planes or whatever they may be helping to get over this rough patch. And I don't think it's going to end up being such a rough patch. I think it's going to, when we open, especially if we can open it, the sooner the better, it's going to open up like a rocket ship. I think it's going to go very good and very quickly. So important. Social distancing, such an important phrase. And we do it right now. Supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, and I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do, either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number of lungs, so it'd be interesting to check that. But the stockpile was very depleted, like everything else. Anybody that needs a test gets a test. But we now are doing more testing than anybody by far. And the tests are beautiful. Anybody that needs a test gets a test. We're also doing some very large testings throughout the country. I want to come way under the models. The professionals did the models. I was never involved in a model, but at least this kind of a model. But you know what? It's been a very interesting journey. I learned a lot about COVID. I learned it by really going to school. This is the real school. This isn't the let's read the book school. And I get it, and I understand it, and it's a very interesting thing. For one family and one glorious nation under God, America is thriving like never before. And ladies and gentlemen of Arizona, the best is yet to come. Right. We will make America safe again, and we will make America great again. Thank you very much. Thank you, Arizona. Thank you.